Welcome to Two Guys.
A girl.
and an MBA. Let's talk about I sent an article about the Fort Knox gold, right? And how they're going to go. But why that kind of links with Europe is that America has the largest gold reserves. Where they got the largest gold reserves, and it'll have a lot to do with Bitcoin as well, is that there was an executive order where they forced all citizens to turn over their gold, and also all of Europe used their gold to pay back America for World War II, I think it was. That's how they paid America. So that's why America has all this gold. But America's relationship to Europe, I mean, maybe Trump is looking at it the same way. It's, wait a second, why are we paying all this for NATO? What can you pay me back? We've already taken your gold. I don't know. He's always thinking like that. It's like, it's not fair. And you need to pay us, or pay your fair share. Because I think NATO, the number top three GDP contributors, I mean, spend for NATO are Poland, Estonia, and I think there's a third country, and America. Everybody else is below that, I think 2 or 3% GDP threshold. Canada's terrible. That's why he's upset. So does he have a case? Yeah, they're paying a lot more as a portion of their GDP, and other countries in NATO are not. And how does that make any sense? He's saying in his mind. And that's the question. Does it make sense? I don't think it makes sense.
The Bitcoin reserve story is fascinating. Trump enacts Bitcoin reserve as White House crypto summit looms. And one of the things he wants to do is he has an executive order that establishes a U.S. digital asset stockpile, which will include cryptos other than Bitcoin that have been forfeited in criminal or civil proceedings. So he, you remember, like when people go to jail, then the government takes all their assets and then they sell them at auction, their cars and their houses. He wants to do that with their cryptos, except for Bitcoin, which is interesting. And he wants to make this like Federal Reserve of like, digital gold, basically. And it's, yeah.
I think it didn't help because Bitcoin again declined. It was the last day, it's just super high. And then even after announcement from Trump, it's just declining, still declining. So maybe it's time to buy. Who knows what is next, and then to sell. But you need to buy, sell very fast. So just don't wait years to buy and sell. Just decline, buy. Trump said something, sell.
I'm having some serious FOMO, fear of missing out. Like, it does seem that the crypto bandwagon still hasn't arrived, and that he's gonna be using his policy making to help, Musk and some of the other tech nerds to raise the asset prices of cryptos. It does seem like a smart short-term play to jump on that bandwagon. My risk aversion is too high. I cannot.
Well, I got two things to say about that. One, his son, Donald Trump Jr., either is a CEO or has some kind of agreement with a crypto company. So they're moving a lot of their assets into crypto. And the whole thing about setting up a reserve from seized money, it's in the language. So they're not using taxpayer money to buy crypto. They're just going to take what they seize. So what could they seize? They could seize North Korean Bitcoin. They could seize Iranian. But another history that could tell you is that they could seize Bitcoins from individuals. And it sometimes seems like from some citizens. And last time they did that was, like I said, when they seized, or there was an executive order 6102, where they seized gold from all U.S. citizens and started the U.S. Gold reserve. That's where it got most of their gold reserve. So is it, inconceivable that one day, if there's a crisis, that they will require people to cash in or give me your crypto? No, it's not inconceivable. It's highly conceivable. So it's not a bad thing, but you got to really look at the outlook as why they would do it. Yes, they don't want to miss out. Secondly, there's a lot of places you can seize this asset.
Yeah, it's crazy. There was a time in U.S. history where it was illegal to have above a certain amount of gold when the government demanded that you sell it back to them or give it back, or I forgot how that worked. I guess the devil's in the details. Okay, with gold, you can find out if someone's hoarding their gold, and then you put them in jail. These digital ones, they might be a little harder to track. How do you enforce, I guess, enforcements like civil lawsuits? You can say that, OJ needs to pay however many million, but getting those millions, shaking them out of OJ is another thing, right?
OJ Simpson? Oh man, I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
OJ.
I mean, I don't know. I'm always weirded out by Bitcoin because I still don't understand. Like I just don't get it. But I'm sure they're gonna put new policies in, right? Maybe it's volunteer. You got to tell us what you got, or else. I think a recent rapper got into trouble. I think somebody was hoarding Bitcoin and going bankrupt, and they found out that it was actually a friend of mine. He went to
Oh,
jail. I forgot. He wasn't really a friend. I just knew him from the gym, and he had this payment processing company. And the U.S. government, he's Canadian. They seized all his assets in the U.S. And then a couple months ago, they found out that he had like 40 million in Bitcoin. I don't know how they found it, and now he's
ooh.
back in jail. And his brother wants to hang out with me on LinkedIn, but he also went to jail. So, pro tip:
Uh,
I ain't clicking connect.
Wow.
I am not clicking connect. I'm like, no, Bo, I'm out. Don't call me. So I don't know how I got into that. It's very strange.
I know some people that hold Bitcoin, and let's say they're not the most reputable
Yes,
businessmen and women.
right.
Please consider subscribing below.
Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments, feedback, what you think about us, and see you in the next podcast. Bye.